Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of City Skylines with me, CityZilla. And in today's episode, we are going to be working on our oil area as well as establishing a factory district. And the reason we're doing this is because I hope to create a tourism district over here. We've been talking about it for a while, creating another downtown, and I think creating a tourism district is in the cards. And it's because I'd gotten a comment talking about our inbound traffic for our airport. And if we look at this, it says 27% incoming, 73% outgoing, and we are losing a ton of money for this. We're losing about 20,000 a week. We're still making money as our farming and now our oil is kind of helping to make up the difference there, but this is really a struggle for us. And so us getting some points of interest in the city for more people to want to fly to the city is super important. And so first off, I wanted to run over some suggestions that we had gotten for the city. One of them is the name for our new uptown area, and thank you all for the suggestions and comments. I have gotten a ton of names, and so I unfortunately only get to choose one, though all the names are really good, and honestly I think we will end up using some of the other names in other areas. Like I know one of them in particular, Harbor Heights. I think we are going to save that for this area because I think we're going to end up using this as like a mansion district. I think it's going to be really cool, and I think it's going to be a great name for that area, and then we'll end up turning this into a little private marina almost. And so the name that I was thinking is Granite Square, and I think it just really fits in. It's a super solid name. You know, granite is pretty solid, but then it's also a really solid name in that it's good. And so we're going to go like that, Granite Square. Thank you so much. And that actually came from Nick Johnson. Super appreciate it. And if you guys have any other names for any of the areas that we're working on, feel free to slide it into the comments. I super appreciate it. And I did end up getting another comment talking about the amount of pavement that we have for our airport. You normally probably wouldn't see this much concrete here. It could actually impede the aircraft from being able to see the taxiways, but then it would also be a huge cost. Like, why would the airport pave that? That's a lot of concrete. That would not be cheap. And so I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. And it does kind of change the aesthetics of the airport a little bit, but I think it still looks good overall. And there we go. And so it, you can definitely see you got the lines now, but I actually think it looks kind of cool. And it's kind of funny while we're over here, I keep forgetting our little lounges don't have water. And so this would be super important. I think if you're going to an airport lounge, these are normally like for airline clubs or something like that. You would expect there to be water, possibly even like a bathroom or something. And so not having water would be a huge downer. You'd probably walk in and be like, what is this? Another big change, I don't know if any of you guys noticed, I'd gotten a few comments talking about how cold my color grading is. And so I decided to make it a little bit warmer. I know it's softer on the eyes. And so go ahead and let me know what you guys think. And so I want to go ahead and jump in, and we are going to work on this area. And a couple considerations, we are going to be switching these around. So I want to switch these to balanced because whenever these are empty, it actually tries to sell the products because we're having a little bit of an issue with not enough raw materials. And the funny thing is we're not importing. So we have a ton of oil, but the problem is the oil is actually being sold instead of used inside of our production facilities. And so pretty much all of them are having some sort of issues. And so I do want to jump in here into the policies as well and go ahead and click all three of these. They do increase the cost of the upkeep for these buildings, but they help out with a ton of different like capacities and stuff like that. And so what I'm thinking is we are going to put our factory district right here. And I had previously mentioned it in the last episode, but I think we're going to put an executive airport with a cargo terminal right here. I was trying to look around for like a flat piece of land, and I think this is probably the best piece we have. Either that or over here as well, but I think due to the proximity of future skyscrapers, this is going to be a bad area. We could also do this area as well, but seeing how large our city is, we could end up putting another municipal airport or executive airport over there, just a small one. I think this area is way in the future for Crater Lake because I have a few really cool ideas that are going to probably be worked on before then, because we still want to do something with this. And I want to do a little fishing village, and then I want to do the nature reserve over here. This is definitely going to be an awesome little nature reserve. And so what I'm thinking is we are going to put in a cargo train terminal. And so we'll jump in here, go to trains, go to cargo train terminal. And what I want is I want this guy to be about like right there. I think that'll be good. So we will come in here, go to our industrial roads, go to one way, and I think we're going to go, we could even go right there. I don't really like it being just on the other side of that tunnel, though. I think that would probably be unsafe. So maybe if we go like right here and then come over here and go like right there. I think that would be good. Let's go ahead and dry fit it though. So we're going to come in here and put this all the way to the end. Yeah, you know what? We may need to finagle that tunnel a little bit, because what I'm thinking is we will grab this guy and go like, I'm just going to anarchy in for the moment, and then we will come in here. Yeah, you know what? That's actually not bad. So then I just want to pull this out. I don't want that to be too unrealistic. But I think that looks good. And you know what's funny? Instead of bridge pieces, we could have done those like lower down pieces. Let's actually switch that up real quick, because I think it would actually look a little better. Yeah, there we go. It looks good. It works. It's functional. And then while we're at it, let's go ahead and just make sure that these slopes aren't too extreme. I mean, it's a little bumpy right there, but it's not bad. Once we unlock this square, we're turning this into a tunnel. Having this go over this hill is kind of crazy, and I have a really cool idea for some residential right there. So let's go ahead and unpause. And now I want to jump over here and create a freeway on-ramp. One of the biggest issues with industrial areas, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, is traffic. And so one of the best things you can do is create a good system. And so we're going to come down here. Yeah, you know what? That's actually not bad. That looks pretty good. And then it is a little bit better being farther away from the tunnel, so this would probably be safer. And then while we're over here, we will set up our lane arrows, control shift click, and then hit this guy, bada bing, and then there you go. And so now let's put in these freeway on-ramp, off-ramps. Yeah, that, hey, look at that, nice. Level 4. I'm hoping that we can hit level 5 on this too. So we got the petroleum refinery, we got the large oil drilling rig, which we really need to place down some of those guys. And I believe we got a new storage facility, which is just fantastic. I think that looks good. That's not too extreme, right? No, it looks good. And then we'll just come in here and upgrade the little entrance exit lanes, because they're just so important. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. And there we go. And then while we're over here, we will set up priority. So we're going to give just yield signs and then control shift click for the lane arrows. And that should be good. How does this bump look? Is that like too much? Oh, it's actually pretty good. And then now we've actually provided another little through access route over here, so we can kind of increase our traffic flow a little bit. Oh, and it's kind of funny. I don't know why. So I normally play with this disabled. I haven't looked at this in a little while. I guess somewhere along the lines I had clicked that. That's so weird. I wonder if... Oh, look at this. Wow. Where's our... At least we got our little copters out here. Where's our fire department? Because this building's... Man, look at these. Are those people waiting? What are these people doing? This is not safe, guys. You got to evacuate. These guys, look, they're just walking. People are still getting here. Man, these people are something else. I can't say that I would do this. So this is... These people are bold. This whole place is just burning down, and these people are still like, I gotta get on the metro first. Just let me get on the train. Good thing is they're over here. The reason I came over here is because now that that's off, let's check our traffic real quick. Pretty good. I had messed with the time traffic lights on this, and so I just want to go in here real quick. Let's stop. Remove time traffic lights and then control shift click, and then I had identified an issue over here and I want to resolve it. And so what we're going to do is actually pause the game, delete these guys, and the reason we're doing this is because it is going to really help us to mitigate this traffic a little bit. So funny, we got distracted, but these were things that I wanted to talk about, so I'm glad that we're getting them done. I kept forgetting about all these. Yeah, there we go. That looks like we lost our little path there. We will redraw that guy. We can even connect that up. And so now what that's going to do, these two intersections were a little too close. And so all the industrial people were getting stuck at this stop sign. And a lot of them were trying to cross over traffic, which was really hard with the trolleys and all the traffic. Well, now they can come this way and turn right. And then even if they want to continue going down to that same intersection, it's just going to be a lot easier for them. And so this is going to end up working out way better. I identified this a couple episodes ago and I just kept forgetting about it. Man, this whole place is burning down. We might end up losing this building. All right, well, he survived, but he is definitely burnt. He's pretty black. And it looks like we had no fatalities, luckily. Not really sure how that happened, but they survived, which is good. And we solved our traffic issues too. And so I think that's it for our detour. We placed down some fire departments. We watched our metro catch on fire and pretty much burned down, but somehow didn't burn down. And so let's jump back over here. And so now we will connect this guy up real quick. And then we need to connect up the other direction. And the other direction is going to be easier. So if we go like that, yeah, so look at that. That's much better. More realistic. Now a cargo train holding a lot of tonnage would be able to make it up that. And so now what I want to do, this is like way later, but I want to jump in here, go to unique factories, and I believe there is 2 factories that we can place. So household plastic factory just needs petroleum and plastic, so we can place that guy. We can place the bakery, but I think we're going to end up putting the bakery over in the farming area. We can't place that guy. Can't place that guy. Yep, clothing factory. All right, so animal products, crops, and plastic. And this is kind of a bigger guy. So I kind of want this to be in the middle. All right, so I think we're going to do something a little crazy. Normally with cargo areas, I wouldn't want to put this in there, but I think what we're going to do, we're going to kind of combine these, as I really want to keep the opposite side of the road kind of clear. So I think we're going to go like this. I want snapping to be on, so we can make sure that's good. So like right there. And then what we're going to use this area for is our warehouses. And so we need animal products, crops, and plastics. So we're going to jump in here, go to this guy. We're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. And then we're going to jump into farming and go to the large grain silo and put this guy right there. Yeah, look at that. That is perfect. We're on a little bit of a slope, but it's not too bad. And then we could even, let's actually just level that out with this other road. And then it kind of leaves a little room for us to put in some other stuff. So then we are going to come in here, get out of the movie mod, select this guy, go to animal products, keep it unbalanced, and then go to plastics and keep it unbalanced. And so the reason we're keeping it unbalanced versus empty or filled is because balance is like, a good mixture of it. We could put it on fill, but we are going to have other warehouses within the city that are going to also need plastics and animal products. And so balance is a good mixture of it. If you put it on empty, then it seeks to sell it. If you put it on fill with goods that can be imported, then it will actually prioritize importing through your cargo or through your trucks. And so you got to kind of be careful with it. It does look like we're starting to get a little bit of traffic with this. Maybe we will connect this road up. Let's see what that does. This might actually help out the traffic a little bit if we allow that to curve around, because we don't really want to mess this up too much. Because I think maybe if we grab this guy and upgrade this road, we want to create a nice space for them to back up. And so let's jump back in here, go to unique factories again. And what was the other factory? So household plastics. There you go. So now we can go like this. I think we'll go like this because we're going to want to put some warehouses in again. I think it was just petroleum and plastics. And so we'll end up putting a second plastics warehouse over here, even though we do already have one. We'll actually, so I think we'll only do the one. Yeah, there you go. If it imperfect. So then now we can come in here and go to petroleum, keep it unbalanced, and that should be good. It's a nice little space for it, and then it leaves some room for us to expand again over there, but then I want to put in some parking over here. And there we go. Nothing too crazy, just a simple parking lot. I did put in the handicap spaces in there though too. And so now what I want to do is just put some trees around it, and then we'll probably put up some more of those airplane fences. I think they look really good. And then we will be able to kind of look at it and see if we need to do anything else. All right, and there we go. Just put a fence all the way around. It does look like I forgot this guy. If we go like right there, I think that looks good. It ends in the wall. And then in the front, I decided not to extend it as, maybe we'll just go like that. I think that looks good. Because there are a lot of fences already for them that you can actually connect to, which is actually really nice. Like the fences snap to these little posts. But we really don't need to do it. We can keep this guy open, and then I think that is really good. So let's go ahead and look at our factory now. So not enough raw materials. Let's see if our crops is actually importing. So we actually got crops right there, and they are importing. While we're at it, let's set up this road because it looks like we may have some issues. And so my hope is now that we have this all set up, most of our goods will actually be imported through the train. So like our oil is right here, so obviously we don't like petroleum and plastics, we don't need that, but then our crops are way over here with a train depot right here, and so I'm hoping that they will import using the train access. It does look like we didn't set this guy up either. This might be why we're having some trash issues. So funny. But then I want to put our bakery over here, so we're gonna go like this. And let's actually upgrade the roads first. So we've been using dirt roads over here since the beginning, and I think it is finally time for us to upgrade them. Finally time. And then I want to go in and kind of level them out. Our terrain here is just kind of crazy. Yeah, there we go. Just make it look a little better. Like this guy's really high for some weird reason. And then this guy as well. So we'll go like that. And then I'm just going to go into the terrain tool and soften this up. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Perfecto. And then we'll go up here too. And so what I'm thinking, we will extend this road out, this guy right here that we didn't upgrade for some weird reason. So we'll go like that. And then we will have this continue straight. We want snapping on. And then we will turn it up there. Yeah, look at that. I think that is just perfect. I do want this to be level with our little tram though. Yeah, there you go. We'll go like that as well. And then we need to redraw in that path because there's a tram stop right there. Yeah, there we go. So now we can give that access back. I don't really know if anybody uses this tram stop. Oh, there's one person. It does look like they're walking all the way down here. Maybe we'll go like that. Maybe we'll go like that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's probably a little too extreme. Maybe we should delete this guy. I don't think that that path would be very realistic, though this one's good to have. And then, so we got that connection, and then now this connection. And so let's jump in here, go to our handy dandy bakery, and I want to put it right there. And then we already have warehouses for this guy right here with animal products and flour. And so I really don't think this guy's on empty too, so I think we're going to go balanced. And we will go balanced on that guy, and we will go balanced on that guy. It looks like we may need another, not enough buyers for products. We may need another flour warehouse, because that seems like we are definitely backing up. I hate to put it right there. Maybe we can, you know what, we'll put it right there. I think that's good. So then we'll go flour. And that should, I guess, give us some leeway, because looks like we're just not selling enough flour. But once we get this bakery going, then we are definitely going to start pumping full flour. And so let's go back into parking, and I want to do another parking lot over here, probably not as big. And voila, parking space is done. And then I'm just going to do the same kind of landscaping for this with that one little baby tree that we got with the Mr. Mason pack. Hey, you know what? I actually really like that. We could do a fence around this guy too. It looks like most of it's enclosed though. I don't really like how that looks though. Yeah, there we go. It's just a little more level. How's our parking lot? Yeah, our parking lot looks good, and I like that it's gated, so it has a little added security. It does look like we're having some police issues over here. Got a police station right there though. How's our fire over here? Oh, we got 2 fire stations. Don't have a fire station over here though. Let's actually put in a watchtower right here. This would be a good spot, especially since we are going to eventually put forestry right here. All right. So I think that looks good. I'm glad we got those in. Now the only thing left we need to do is actually put in some unique product factories. So I think we will go across the street and go down here and go unique factory products. But then another thing that I really want to do that is pretty much the whole reason of this episode, I want to start putting in warehouses for goods. So I think because this area is already full, we are going to choose right there, and then we're going to come down and we're going to do commercial zoned goods, and we're going to do fill. And the reason we're going to do this is because this is going to be, it's going to help supply the city for commercial goods. And this is one of the biggest issues with tourist areas. They require a ton of goods. And so you got to really be careful. And that's kind of why I had already started to build it. And I realized that we were going to have commercial good issues. And that's what led to this whole episode. And so commercial zone goods, and this is on the opposite side of the street from that, so it's actually not a terrible location. I don't think it's the best. We may actually turn this to the other side. I actually think that's what we're going to do. We're going to flip it to the other side. So we'll go right there, and then I think I'm going to do a fence around this guy. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm just going to do those same trees, but just on the outside this time. Yeah, it looks good. And then I think I'm just going to put in some light foliage in here to help clean this up just a smidge. Not a lot, just enough though. Yeah, you know what? That looks really good. I think I'm going to follow suit on this side. I really don't think they would do heavy landscaping in here, but it really depends. Like sometimes the warehouses, like if the warehouse is rented out and not created by the owner, then I could definitely see landscaping because they want to get a little more in rent, and so having a really nice like landscaped area would help to raise rents. But I think that looks good. This whole area looks really good. And it left some room back here for us to be able to do some stuff. Maybe even another... Now we got a trash depot right there. It does look like they're having some trash issues. Let's go ahead and look at our trash service. So garbage processing status. So it looks like we're doing pretty good. So we got them pretty scattered out. It does look like this guy's having issues. Whoa, what's going on here? Wow, we turned around for like 1 second. What is happening? All right, so I'm guessing it's all stemming from somewhere in here. Guessing these guys are coming back here. Not really sure what is causing us issues. It looks like these people are all getting stuck. Man, this is just so bad. Alright, we're going to stop this guy, remove time traffic lights. Man, I thought we were going to fix a lot of our problems too, and for some reason they didn't get fixed, so it looks like it's all funneling down into here. I wonder if we created some sort of issue. Let's look at our roads, and it's so funny, in my testing I had caught that the despawning was off as well, but this problem didn't happen. I didn't have a dynamic lane selection on though, so I literally just turned that on, which should help out with this a lot. In the vanilla game, cars don't switch lanes very well, and so it does look like this guy's turning right for some weird reason. All these cars are turning right. Okay, so let's go in here. Switch all these up. Okay, well, it looks like it's clearing up over here. I mean, all I really did was change the lane priorities, but these people were just blocking those lanes. It just didn't really make sense. Oh, and I turned on dynamic lane selection. That really... So I'll actually go in and just show you guys what I changed. So I went into options, I went into traffic manager gameplay, and then enable advanced vehicle AI and dynamic lane selection. I keep it on the lowest as it does put a little bit of a strain on your CPU. But what this does is it makes it so that the cars actually choose the correct lane rather than staying in the wrong lane and being stuck in traffic when they're just going to change lanes at the end anyways. And so it can actually really help out your traffic a lot. But what I'm hoping is it should, this light should be cleared up here soon. I don't know why these guys are stopping, like that guy didn't go. Oh, unless he's at a stop right now. Well, it looks like we may need another time traffic light right here. So it looks like most of our traffic over here kind of cleared up, but it looks like that main road is still... This is backing up all the way over here. I wonder if it's from just those factories. Let's see how many, where these are putting calls out to. So these shouldn't be stopping. And we got a lot of traffic coming out here, but it shouldn't be too bad. So keep going, keep going. We want to set up lane arrows. Tell these people to keep going. It's funny, whenever you get heavy traffic, it kind of slows your game down just a little bit. Does look like, so these people are still waiting. This light is a little bit better, and we don't have as much of a clog going this way as we did before. So let's go ahead and look at it again. Yeah, it looks like, so a lot of those now started taking different routes just from that advanced vehicle AI. We are having an issue right here though. Still. Alright, so yeah, I think we're gonna have to we're gonna set up time traffic lights right here too. And normally when you have time traffic lights this close, you would want them to be synchronized with each other, but I think we're gonna try to get away with it. Because right now we're just having some major issues, like this tram is blocking here. Come on guys, get out of here. What is this guy doing? Why are you waiting there? Is that a stop? Why are you stopped? I'm gonna delete you. Don't make me do it. Gonna jump in here. Is this guy at a stop? No, he's not even at a stop. What are you doing? You're done. You're on the bench. There we go. These guys are not doing great. I wonder if it was just that tram was causing all the issues over here, because we normally don't have that many problems with this side. That light let all of them through, which is great. Alright, so it looks like, I mean, a lot of it was that advanced vehicle AI. We're not having any backups over here now. We are still having backups over here. Let's go ahead and look at this. And now that we're getting our cargo all set up, we're starting to get... Nope, don't want that. I'm just going to tell these people to continue on. They're turning from the wrong lane. I think I'm going to increase the speed on this guy as well. So it is 20. I think I'm going to go 40. It's kind of extreme, but we're going to go ahead and do it. They can make it through there. It's an auto toll, so they should be, I mean, ideally on the auto tolls that I've been through, you can keep full speed. Because these are the small toll boosts, that you'd still want to play it safe. It's kind of interesting though, this whole time we weren't having this many issues with our cargo hubs, and it all just kind of hit at once. So we got this guy, and while we're over here, let's actually switch these to commercial zoned goods. And we're going to put these on fill. Commercial zoned goods, put this on fill. And let's go ahead and see where all these guys are going. Okay, so we got a lot of them going downtown. Where are they all going here? Okay, they're going this way. They're getting on the freeway. We got some coming down here. Some going over here, actually quite a bit of them. Why are they importing? Man, why? I don't understand. This is... So, what's going on here? Why is that truck way over there? What is he doing? He's selling our oil. So this guy is literally importing oil. Do we have some sort of issue with our oil manufacturing? So let's jump in here. So we're importing a little bit. We got 64 barrels though. What are we importing for? And then actually, let's go ahead and place down our other oil stuff and see if maybe that fixes it a little bit, because we need to stop that importing. So large oil drilling rig, go like this, go like that, go like that, go like this. And then let's look at this guy. So cracker plant, this guy's huge. So I think we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. And then let's make sure everything's set up with water. We should have enough drilling now. And then I want to put fences around these guys real quick. All right, so now we should be okay, but now this whole place is burning down. This is just, man, this is just one thing after another. We're just not doing great right now. So I think we're gonna go ahead and put in a fire watchtower right here. It's a little late, but I think we'll go ahead and put in a fire depot as well, just because this is all burned down. But nothing we can really do now. Let's go ahead and jump back to our traffic. So 74, 75. It does look like we're climbing. I don't really know why. I wonder if we were having a stuck sim issue, because now this is going well. It looks like this area is going well now. So I mean, having that AI turned on is a huge thing. And I think we still got a ton of people coming out of here, but this is all cleared up now. These people are moving again. Our speed's back up, which is fantastic. And we still have despawning off. No despawning. And we still got a ton of people coming in, but it looks like they're a little spread out now. I think, so mainly our issue was the lane arrows down here. We were having a ton of people come down here and setting up that timed traffic light, but then mostly that setting within Traffic Manager. So if you use Traffic Manager, having this enable advanced vehicle AI really helps for the people to just choose the right lane, because a lot of times in vanilla, your only issue is that people are stuck behind people that they don't need to be. All right, and so now that that is over, we got our bakery in. We have our nice little industrial complex. I really like it, and we got a fire department now that it has burned down. Our oil industry should be pumping pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at that. So yeah, we should be pumping full of plastics now. Look at this, 53,000. This is crazy. Our petroleum is just insane. Yeah, right now we're making 47,000 a week with us still losing quite a bit of money with our airport. But if you're interested in another industry build, go ahead and click on the video on your screen. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next episode.